X-Force reject they need to see clearly going into today. When you want to see them get a first place in group stage, and then we could maybe hope for something good in the finals.
I mean, showing up is a part of the job, right? So I guess... Is that what you're saying? Show up, guys. Thank you so much for teleporting to me, and we have Glitter with our club championship update. And we a lot of
it's been an interesting one as far as the championship goes. I mean, look, the big story, we have a few little ones intertwined in there. But the big story for us really is in AGAL. They are one of the favorites for the tournament, almost guaranteed at least second place. At first place right now would put them in first in the club championship. Of course, if you discount everything else that Falcons are doing, but it would give them a really big opportunity to put their name firmly in the hat. What I love about the conversation around AGAL, we kind of been having this for 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Dark horses, dark horses, dark horses. If they go on to win, of course, over on my stage on the Noble Legion Gauntlet, then they are looking to put themselves actually in that conversation, which I'm really looking forward to.
Which would be insane because we also have AGAL playing in Group A today, which will end today, and then will determine, do they make it through to finals? Are they at the bottom of the lobby? Did their keys get crushed? We were expecting them to bare minimum make it to finals, and like you're saying, if this is a situation where they can have 2 titles for week 5, where they're able to really kind of solidify a good spot for themselves, get some extra points on the board, they are in the discussion with the best of the best, and everyone's chasing Falcons.
And there has been a couple of other indications actually for our side of things. There has been some other teams who are in that mix. I picked up a couple of points here and there. Virtus Pro, Vitality, Aurora have all picked up a minimum of 200 points, which will help them. And I think, you know, we're having the conversation about first place so often. The prize pool goes all the way to 24th.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference to some of these orgs, especially if some of the smaller ones are coming in and making somebody $30 million. That goes a long way between 24 teams. So for some of these squads, 200 or 300 points here and there on some of the games they're not expected to get them on, that's a big bonus.
And we also have Vitality in our game as well. We'll be seeing them in Group B, so we won't be seeing them just yet, but so many storylines for us to follow along with throughout the week. So I'll update you a little bit later on with not only how we're doing, but with how some of the other storylines are going on some of the other stages as well.
Thank you so much for that club championship, Glitter and Chris. And also, I'm gonna go to Hot Jukes and Blank and ask them how they were able to do that transportation clone jitsu, because that was awesome. We need to figure out how to do that, but let's actually go back to the overall. With this, we're gonna see 4 Thrives just sitting pretty at the top, and we're gonna be seeing some of the other teams also being consistent. As you can tell, in second place with 52 points, it's GOAT. Enigma Galaxy, though, that was one team that ended up showing up.
They really did. I mean, we had a lot of conversations about this, Max, right? Because Enigma Galaxy, this is a big name. We've seen them do big things before, but coming into this, we're like, are they going to be able to do it again after a kind of a rough run the last few months?
Yeah, and usually when I'm told, what do you think about Enigma Galaxy? I'm like, I'm not a fan of how they rotate around the map and such. Like, really, this event, day one, they shut me up, okay? I used to be one of the biggest, like, critiques of Ralph and his gelling style. But these 2-2 splits we've seen throughout the entire tournament have been, well, entire tournament, 6 games so far, but very impressive stuff, especially on Erangel. If they maintain this kind of composure and momentum, I think a spot in the top 5 is definitely possible for them to maintain until the end of today.
And that's one thing that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. As I said earlier, top 5 will be moving on directly to the finals. And if we were to compare, as we're here on the second page now, if we were to compare 5 to 6, which OG is currently in 6, they're only separated by just 2 points, which can change in a matter of the first game. That is going to be so tight towards the end of the day, and also towards the bottom of the 3. We heard it too. X-Force needs to do something, and I got a chance to talk to the players, and they were saying that they're currently just having bad communications. Not the time to have that right now, X-Force.
No, it's really not. I have such high hopes still for X-Force here, 7. I do think that if they can bounce back today, we could see a massive, massive difference, and maybe even getting out of the out of the bottom 3 rather.
What's something that you would like to see X-Force do?
More proactivity, not aggression, proactivity. I want to see them do more and think and plan ahead a little bit more than they are doing right now.
Fair enough. I would like to see that too out of them. But now it's time we move on to the Sony story of the day, because it was those 2 teams that were trying to dominate. But who will dominate today? Is it going to be 4 Thrives? Is it going to be GOAT? Because 4 Thrives, yesterday they finished in the first place, and this squad did it, Max, without, actually, no, this squad did it without getting a win.
No win at all. And this is kind of classic for 4 Thrives. And something I really like seeing from a control team. This is the kind of thing that is indicative of a control team. But, looking at the head-to-head here, 4 Thrives versus GOAT, it's such an interesting thing. Yes, you can see the stats on screen here, but I want to also mention here that these rotations are also really, really interesting when you think about these 2 teams side by side, right? Both of them do wraparound rotations. They will take a different entry point to where they are in the circle or outside of the circle to make sure they get that good entry point. They also avoid teams in that early to mid phase. However, the difference comes with their splits, right? 4 Thrives like a really structured 1-3, 2-2, very, very disciplined. GOAT, on the other hand here, Max, they like to spread out. They are a little bit looser with what they're doing.
I really like what we've seen from GOAT team, but they're very do or die going into these games, right? Or you get yourself a massive chicken dinner, you get all those placement points, everything for yourself. Really good times for them. But otherwise, if you look at the games where they don't get chicken dinners, no placement points, very low eliminations, they're very topsy-turvy, very inconsistent, which can make up for your bad performances. But GOAT team's a team that I want to see how their bad games are going to go. Not their wins, because you clearly know, right, that they can get chicken dinners. They got 2 actually on day 1, but your bad games get 3, 4, 5 points. That will definitely keep you consistently at the top of these rankings.
And it's something to keep an eye on, because all the placement points have come from those wins that they were able to get yesterday. Nothing outside of those wins. And with when you're talking about 4 Thrives, you got to talk about 2 players from 4 Thrives, as we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 players of day 1. And in first place is none other than Husaifa, who's currently leading the MVP race for Group A. This man was able to put up 14 eliminations and 3,300 damage. And guess who he's followed by, Max? None other than Falak.
Oh, the man with the golden hand. He's back in second place. It's good to see some 4 Thrives Pakistani domination here at Pmwc. And you know what? Noki, I do miss Noki at times. But then you see Husaifa put up numbers like that, you're like, Noki's really good as a content creator.
I don't miss Noki.
But no, really good setup here overall. And also, if you go a little bit lower on the rankings, it's good to see a Chinese player up there, right? You got Flower H, and ever since really we didn't see Weibo make it with Order, and so it was like, are we going to get any presence from China at the top? All gamers putting up big numbers, but not just Flower H, Niptura, also Maple.
Yeah, Maple has been incredible. I love watching him play. Very excited to see what he has for us today, 7.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Maple's going to be able to put up those numbers. One player that we actually got a chance to see there, as well as we're seeing right now on the screen, was Coops. Coops ended up showing up here for them, Natura.
Yes, he did. It was so nice to see that comeback from Coops that we've been waiting for forever, it feels like. And, he's just really great addition to the team. We've been talking about Enigma Galaxy a little bit, but it feels like the team is just finally melded with him back on the squad here. So very, very fun to see that and how that evolves today.
Yeah, for them, it has to be that synergy that we were able to spot yesterday. Yeah. Remember, one fight that just stands out for me, and we even got a chance to talk about it with Coops, was when they were fighting with Lord. The synergy that they were having, one was throwing an A, one was pushing as well. That's what you want to see out of that squad that wants to be in the top 5.
That is an S-tier push right there. Going on to the side of Ulf, you're on the cliff side. You're making sure with that 2-2 split, you're not getting pushed by GOAT teams. You're just making everything. You put all your eggs in separate baskets. I love that play from that squad. And I just hope we see a similar level of play today, because Enigma Galaxy, finally, they're back on the map, 7. It is so nice to see.
I'm happy to see it, especially when they were getting that second place, third place in globals. Maybe in this one, with the way they're performing, they're going to be pushing for that first place and finally break out of that second or third. But one team that we've been keeping a close eye on is none other than OG. We've been wanting them to be aggressive, and they were able to showcase it here perfectly.
I want you guys to check out this clip, because right now what we wanted to see from Orangutan is confidence, willingness to be aggressive. Here, they get the knock right onto a play of Enigma Galaxy, and really they're surrounded. There's Ulf, there's Aurora in the distance. They don't have any option when they have their heels up against the wall. That is when they decide to get aggressive. And we love to see it because here they get together, they get all fully focused on Nigma Galaxy, wrapping around the corner, and they just fully send it, fully committing to the engage. And they eliminate Nigma Galaxy like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was literally the best fight we've ever seen from an Indian team globally in years, it feels like. I want to see more of this. Please, Orangutan, this was fantastic.
It was so nice. I mean, yes.
I got very involved there, sorry.
I love it. I love it. I
Awesome,
love the
man.
passion behind
Yes,
it.
we need that passion here. No, I really agree. I want to see a little bit more from Orangutan, just like that. You know, Seven Fury as well. I have kind of the same point to say about both of these teams, right? Is we're seeing very short, direct rotations. You know, going back to that rotational angle here is I want to see more proactivity from them in general because I feel like they're kind of holding back and like if we can survive to the late stage, then we're actually going to be able to do something and play more. And I'm like, no, you got to wrap around those rotations. You got to find those third-party opportunities. That's really where you want to be going into the next 6 games.
And that's one thing with Furia that we want to see of. We want to see that aggressiveness that we usually tend to see out of the Brazilian squads. And more than likely, we're going to end up seeing it today. And the thing, too, to keep in mind is if you're outside of the top 5 and you're not even close to the bottom 3, you got absolutely nothing to lose to fully send it to just try to make it to the top 5. It's either going to happen or not. And I know Kalari's got a chance to talk to the Furia coach.
Hi, Kalaris here at Pmwc for day number 2 of the group stage here at EWC 26. I've got Knight with me from Furia to talk about a few things from the games from yesterday, because we've got big expectations of Furia. I think you got a little bit unlucky with some of those circles as a whole and stuff like that. So can you talk to me about the team's outlook on what happened yesterday and the games in general?
I think we didn't have, like, we started well. We got 9 kills in the first game.
True.
But in the other 5 games, we couldn't actually develop our game like we were supposed to do. So I kind of felt that we were a little bit in different pace. So that was like the main idea behind like this today, bringing them all together. And also the fact that we were not used in the past like 5 months to be in a bad position in the table. So this was kind of an impact, a new thing for us.
Yeah.
Because you were always like qualified straight to the finals or in a top 3, 4, and find yourselves in like bottom 15 or something like this. We were kind of, dude, what is going on?
Yeah.
And this like make you feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone. But was good that happened the first day because now we can take a deep breath, know that we just can go forward, not back anymore.
That's fair, that's fair. So let's be a bit more specific then, right? The Erangel game, I thought that you guys, in the field Erangel game, you guys had a 2-2 split, which technically could be quite good, but you held it for a long time, and then obviously kind of got punished off the back of that. But what do you think about that game? Did you think the 2-2 split was too long? What's your perspective?
I think the idea was actually good because we would provide cover for each other.
Yeah.
The main problem was that Flash, they had so many space for them in the north side of the map. No one was putting pressure on them. So they ended up having the whole like east side of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
So since no one is applying pressure on them, we were a little bit exposed for them pushing us because
had so much room to work with, so that really benefited them. And finally, the Miramar, Los Leones, obviously a bit of a hard time with Los Leones. I mean, for a lot of teams, right? It's always going to be difficult in an urban ending like that. You guys had a split across the warehouses outside Los Leones and inside Los Leones, which I think is smart if it shifts away, but then you kind of had a bit of a dysfunction at the junction, as it were. So talk to me about that.
So I think actually the idea wasn't to have this split because the main problem was like we had an idea of getting like the building the exits of Los Leones, but like 40 got ahead of us, so we have to do a quick like change of position.
Yeah.
Boxy Fit t-shirts at $2.99. Look Myntra every day.
There's a team, right?
Fantastic. Big fight back for today?
I think like we are more than capable of bouncing back. We have a very skillful team, and only depends of like if we apply our game, the game that we're practicing, we definitely can be in the top 5 today.
Night, amazing as always. Thank you very much here, and good luck for today.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Kalaris and Night always giving out that good intel, and is a man with so much experience too.
He really is, and I just love that he's able to pinpoint the issues every single time, so you know that they're going to come out swinging on this day, put the ego aside, and hopefully jump up, maybe in top 5.
Maybe in top 5, go directly to that grand finals, but definitely stay away from this bottom 3 because this is day 2 of PMWC at EWC 26, and it's time we get started.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue for our day 2 of the PMWC group stage. Today, 5 teams will secure their spots into the finals.
They've had a taste of what it's like to compete on the Gdynia City grid, but now it's time for Group A to show up or be shown the door.
And Barney, the standing can change very quickly, but one thing remains the same. Every team wants to avoid these bottom 3 at all costs.
Just 6 more maps will decide your fate, and if you weren't feeling the pressure yesterday, you're certainly going to be feeling it today, because keys are going to be crushed. And so, it's time to close out Group A with a bang, starting with Furia!
GK Esports!
Team Flash!
Go Team!
AGAL!
Thundertalk Gaming!
X-Force Rejects!
Kiwum Derricks!
Nigma Galaxy!
4 Tribes Esports!
Orangutan!
Gaming Stars!
Aurora Gaming!
Al Hula Club Esports!
Team RRQ!
And finally, Ulf Esports! We've reached the moment where every decision counts. Our players are ready to give it everything they've got and prove they belong at the top.
5 teams watch and wait from the finals lobby. 8 fight for survival and 3 are sent packing. It's time for day 2 of the PMWC group stage at EWC 2026. "32 teams from all over the world prepare for battle on the Gdynia City grid over the next 4 days. Players from all corners of the world looking to make their mark and laser focused on the title of PMWC champion. GK Esports!
AGL! Team Flash!
GOAT Team! Thunder Talk Gaming! KiWoo DRX!
Team RQ! Aurora Gaming!
This is the beginning of a lengthy journey to find the most talented team in the world.
Maple's got one of his own. Good chuck on it. Could be points. That's it's all.
He gets one. Danny do the drop down. Danny hit the shots. DK Sashi.
them on a broadside. Oh, insult to injury. Take down the down player first, but it is a duo chicken dinner. Not quite connecting. The shotgun is ringing out over the bonnet. Nearly doing the work, but the explosion takes it down instead. And
gotta hit the shots with the shots all up to Rev. Killer Joe gets it done.
his days should be numbered. Wow. And he gives him a reason to remember the name as well. Ragnarok's time as well, and Julie pass. There's the shot over onto Aurora. OG, bring it on home with the last chicken dinner in the day, Paris! You've been wonderful today, Paris. Give yourself a pat on the back. Man, it's insane.
Hi there, guys, and welcome back for day 2 here at PMWC at EWC. It is me, Blank, as well as Mr. HUNTG, who's joining me here today. Very excited to get into this one. We have 6 more matches so far of Group A to get ourselves through today. There's a lot on the line for some of these teams, because some teams will be going home today. Some keys will be getting crushed, HUNTG.
That is correct. 3 to be exact. 3 teams, keys, dreams are going to be all done at the end of today. So this is a huge opportunity, right, to put yourselves in the running for that top 5. I mean, all the way at the bottom to make it happen. But if you are in those bottom ranks, you really need to get it done here and now. Rondo is the match to do it.
We do have a Thunder Talk down towards the bottom side of the tables right now. It's a tough position to be in, right? Again, I think that China has come in swinging this time around, but has it been enough so far? One team is at risk of elimination right now. Alula, they were able to eliminate Alpha 7, but can they save themselves here right now, this year, to make their way through? I think that it's an interesting one, especially for Geeky. Again, there wasn't a massive amount of hopes and dreams laid on this team, but they have surprisingly performed so far. It's been nice to see they came out swinging with a chicken dinner start of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
But again, we talked about it during the STC Rewind. But 4 Thrives, yeah, Rewind. 4 Thrives looking great. They are still looking great, and I think they will continue to look great going to today. They had a strong Rondo. Do you think it's going to happen again?
It's going to be tough, right? I think that Rondo being that map that is so important here, I think everybody did their homework to another level last night, and are going to mix things up. I mean, I know one team in particular for sure is Enigma Galaxy, because they got taken out immediately on that Rondo there, and they said that, oh yeah, Team Flash, they hunted us down, and I think that the whole lobby at this stage, they saw that, right? They're like, you know what, we're at risk of this happening. You know, even 4 Thrives, I've got to maybe think twice here. So, hey, make those changes, make it happen, and get it done here for match number 1, as it looks like we got the playing going. Let's get this started.
And we are down towards the south portion of the map for day number 2. As we get into it, this is the last day for Group A, the last day for some of these teams to make their mark here and progress into the rest of PMWC. But for some teams, it will be the final hurdle that will trip them up. See what they can make happen. This is a difficult circle. There's a difficult playing path, here on Rondo down towards the south side. Doesn't really open up a lot of the northwest. There's going to be some long shoots here for some of our squads. Stadium a little bit hard to make your way on over. But for Enigma Galaxy, you hope that they have figured out a solution, potentially. Aurora as well. I don't think they were able to get as much action as they might have liked over towards Yulin. There was a lot of fighting in Neox Factory.
But yeah, you can see here, no double plane path, just the southern one. You can see the team starting to hop on out. You got to make sure that you protect that single player going for that recall. That is so important here. And
no double plane paths.
Yeah, no double plane paths.
No, anymore.
No, that's right. That's correct. Yeah, nothing, not going to happen. We got just a single one here. And you know what? One opportunity for a lot of these teams, right, like we were talking about earlier, to get it done. And you can see that Neox Factory area is hot, as well as Dan Ching, and you can see Thunder Talk. That is the team that needs to make it happen here big time, getting into it with AGAL.
It's a scary team to get into it, though, because yesterday Maple looked fantastic on the initial approach. Ching underneath from Thunder Talk, but AJ does open up onto Maple of all teams. But I am getting word that is a potentially a rehost coming through. We will wait and see. And it is the truth. We're not lying to you. So in the meantime, we will have to wait for that one. But I think most of the players probably not unhappy about that, considering it was quite a difficult plane to start things off down towards that south side in Danxing. It forced a lot of teams out of the way, but then we did get an eastern circle, which, you know, wasn't too bad for the squads.
Yeah, no big deal here. You know what I'm saying? We get a little bit more time to talk about these teams, get a little bit more time for these teams to kind of prep and figure out how they're going to make this happen here, because 24, they got just these next few hours to either stay here in Paris or go home, and they want to definitely extend that life just a little bit further here. So looking at the leaderboards, let's break that down, right? So top 5, again, folks, those are going to be the ones moving straight to the finals. Bottom 3 are going home. That's it for today. And those teams in between heading into that survival stage. So you have in 5th place, KRX tied with Aurora with 47 points. OG with that chicken dinner on that last game, right? Were able to really make things happen. But it does look like we are hearing...
We lied.
Yeah, we lied. Psych!
We lied.
Psych!
We're back in.
We're here.
Disregard all previous conversation because we are back here on Rondo. I am excited for it to go to another rehost though. But for the time being, we'll treat this as real life.
That's correct.
Real stakes on the line. Juicy stakes at that. As T24 opens up onto one, now looks for the second. It's going to be a hard push, but they cannot take him down. T24 brings the gore in Neox.
I'll tell you what, 1v2, baby. That was real, and that was live. That's how you get it done. T24 getting revenge for his teammates. Valak ends up going down, so they are stuck with 2. I'm sure iQOO is going to be out there getting them back up here in just a couple of seconds. But beautiful play to start things off. The group of death has not disappointed at all.
And again, I mean, it made me laugh hearing Max say this is the deathy group. It is kind of. He's not wrong. T24 even taking a tumble there versus Ayala, who has been quite a strong member for Furious. Sadly, they are quite down on the numbers at the moment. Whoa!
Wait.
Was that 4th drive just out? Okay. 4T struggled. T24 is able to get 2 elims for them, but that is a disastrous result for them. Again, always difficult to see where other players went down. We did have a slight blackout during the middle of that, so couldn't quite see where the 4th player actually left, but it might have been Flash.
Yeah.
It may have been Flash again.
And we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
We were, right? I was just saying, like, hey, you know what? Even if you're 4th drives, you got to be concerned here because you're at the top of the leaderboards.
Yeah.
If someone's going to hunt you down, that's the squad to do it. And unfortunately for them, they go out early. Hey, huge opportunity, right, for these teams right below them to surpass them on the leaderboards.
Yeah, Rondo is like very much a good map for saving your run. A lot of times, Silence opening up. Yeah, Chief is down. We get a quick replay. This is Flower H. This is actually the fight versus Thunder Talk, which was going fairly badly. Now, Flower H was having an absolutely sick day yesterday in terms of the damage numbers, and that is a quick spin around. Did they fully go out, though? Let's take a quick look on the leaderboards. Yeah, all gamers, 4 players alive. They look good. They were able to reset on that one. That's fantastic.
That's what you have to do. I mean, I don't know where exactly iQOO was because he wasn't in the fight with this team. But he was, I guess, tried to go to a recall tower, got caught out, unfortunately. And that's them done and dusted. Hey, the rest of the lobby's still here, though. 15 teams. Claws trying to hit some cheeky shots using that stairwell. Silence is down to 1 HP. He gets the knock, and Claws gets naded. Rest of the team, I think, is just a little bit too far to support him. Actually, never mind. Yeah, right behind him. Quick is there to challenge Furia. Chief gonna throw down some smokes to try to get his teammate up here. But with this fight slowing down, yeah, I think Quick is like, oof, this is a little bit too late to start this push.
Yeah, he's in the struggle bus now. And again, this is one of the situations where it's actually very hard to deal with it. Because the amount of sightlines you can kind of angle off here with the smokes, Quick's almost certainly gonna go down. Silence just has to play the right-hand side. Chief just needs to eke his way up on the left-hand side here. He has to hit a nasty grenade to even hopefully clutch this one out, but he's only got one chance, and that's it. Stun grenade goes out, and a nade over the top of it, and he's forced off the edge here. So now they control the entirety of the high ground.
Yeah, and Al-Ula, they need these points pretty bad now. Just with this performance alone, right? Just 3 eliminations, that puts them out of that bottom 3. But, you know, this is that opportunity to do such a good game that sets you up for the rest of this day. I mean, heck, a win here with double-digit eliminations, that puts them in the running for top 5, literally. So, not the worst start. They got
Alula are here, which means that if they do lose this engagement versus Furia, that's all the chances gone.